afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Beyond 280. My name is Scott Allison, and this is the show where we go beyond 280 characters. We get to meet the people behind the Twitter accounts, behind the avatars, if you will, and maybe show a little, the world how to have a little empathy for these human beings. Instead of throwing vitriol and hatred and all of that at them, let's show a little empathy. So today, I'm streaming a little bit early. It's Friday, by the way. Yay, Friday! And it's a special day. And I say it's a special day because about 2 months ago, a little over 2 months to go now, but we're kind of celebrating 2 months today. We went or I went and joined what we call the Creators Guild. The Creators Guild is and if you don't know what the Creators Guild is, go learn more right there at the creatorsguild.app. It's totally free. But the Creators Guild is basically a worldwide group of creators that are getting together and sharing their content, learning how to create content, talking about the gear, talking about the different topics around creating content, whether that's creating podcasts or videos or live streams. And it's been a fantastic experience. In fact, it's really what got me over the hump. Specifically, it was David Foster, the Impartial Geek. If you don't know who that is, you need to go and check him out. But you'll know about all that once you hit the Creators Toolkit and the Creators Guild. So today in about 54 minutes, we're going to be having a little bit of a live stream party. If you will, on Twitch, on the Creators Guild Twitch channel. So you go over to Twitch TV/the Creators Guild, I believe that's what it is. In about 53 minutes, you're going to see a bunch of us crazies partying because it's 2 months of time in the guild, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be fantastic. So today, because I do have such a short amount of time, I'm gonna kind of try to have a little bit of audience participation. I've only got a handful of people in here right now, but if you come in and you want to start talking about some specific topics, Twitter related, so if you've got something you want me to see on Twitter that maybe we can talk about, maybe I can comment on, joke around, poke fun, whatever. Let's do that today, because that's normally what I do on my show today. Is I just kind of start going through the trending, what's trending on Twitter, and talk about the individual topics that are happening, and kind of put my own spin on them, if you will. So, and again, I'm here. I am here on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 4 p.m. Central. My Monday show is a little to the right. It's my worldview on the topics on Twitter, the topics du jour actually on Twitter. And so it tends to be a little political. So just fair warning, if you want to come on that show and debate me, please come and hang out with me and throw some comments in the chat, and we can have some fun debating. My Wednesday show is when we do go beyond 280. That's when we get to meet the Twitter users that we love to follow, we love to hate. And I've got a special Wednesday edition because we're doing it at, I forgot the time. I think it's at 6 Central instead of 4 Central next Wednesday, because I'm going to have Polita Bunny, Mrs. Sam Janney. She is one of the editors over on Twitchy, and so that's going to be a really, really cool show. I can't wait to get to talk to her. I've chatted with her online. I follow her on Twitter, and she's kind of a big deal on Twitter. It's what her job is. Twitter is her job, and so this was going to be a really cool and exciting interview. So don't miss it next Wednesday. Mark it on your calendar. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, or like me on Facebook, or follow the page on Facebook, and don't forget to hit the little bell. I've always wanted to say that. Hit the bell, and you'll get notified when I go live next Wednesday, because it's at a weird time. So let's get started, shall we? Before I do, one more house cleaning thing. If you got topics you want me to talk about, or that maybe are near and dear to your heart, or you want to provide me some feedback, you can always email me at beyond280. That's all spelled out at gmail.com. Or you can follow me on Twitter at beyond_280. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking today. I'm all tongue-tied. Haven't even started drinking yet. I will be in about an hour. I'll be throwing them back. Yeah, and I would love for you to just reach out to me and hang out and follow me. That'd be fantastic. And again, I'm gonna bring this up one more time. The Creators Guild. If you're interested in creating, this is where you need to start. Right here, the Creator Toolkit. It gets you everything you need to know to get started, basically, and just get started with what you have. Right. I kind of went a little overboard. I spent some money, and I probably shouldn't have. But you don't need to spend all the money I did to have good quality streams. And the Creator Toolkit shows you all how to, shows you exactly how to do that. So if you're interested, go out there and start doing that. And last but not least, and that's the only time I'm going to bring it up, you can always buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/beyond280. I would love your support. Don't have to. I just want to hang out. I just want somebody to come out here and just start hanging out and talking with me and debating me and all that fun stuff. So that being said, let's get down into it. So I've only got a handful of members today. I didn't expect to have a big crowd today because all my guild mates are probably going and getting ready to fill their drinks up and have a little fun. So I'm looking forward to it. Oh, by the way, I did want to point out, so for those of you who grew up in the 80s, and probably even, this may have been a 70s thing as well, maybe late 70s, but there was a series of books called Choose Your Own Adventure. Oh, good. Nail said, he'll debate me. Excellent. But we'll probably agree on most stuff, Nail. Probably. But in the 80s, yeah, there was this book series, and they made, I don't know how many of these books came out, but they were Choose Your Own Adventure books. Who here remembers those? Even you younger kids might even remember them. I think they were around in the 90s. And I think you can get them even today, but neither here nor there. The Choose Your Own Adventure books when I was a kid were awesome because you would start reading, and then you would, get to the end of the chapter or the end of a section, and it would give you choices, right? Do you want to go left? Do you want to go right? Do you want to shoot that guy? Do you want to, do these different things? And it takes you, it's basically an interactive book, and you can follow the story, and sometimes you end up with a bad decision and your character dies, or you end up with a good decision, your character becomes rich and famous, or whatever. It was a lot of fun as a kid. Well, anyways, I found a Choose Your Own Adventure shirt online, and that's got one of the books on it, and I wanted to show that to you because I think it's funny as hell. So let me move my microphone a little bit, but there it is. Choose Your Adventure number 51. You're the star of the story. Choose from 27 possible endings. The magic of the unicorn. Yes, the magic of the unicorn. That shirt kind of fits me weird, so I don't wear it a lot. But the magic of the unicorn's even got a unicorn on the title and some crazy stuff going on like fire and stuff like that. So, yeah. Choose Your Own Adventure were the best. So this one's the magic of the unicorn. Okay, so I just wanted to share that real quick with everybody, to show off my cool shirt. So again, if you're in the chat now and you have something specific on Twitter that you want to bring up, that you want to talk about, shoot me the subject here in the chat, or if it's a Twitter user specifically, I can go search them out on Twitter and we can start talking about what's going on. Maybe it's a specific news story that you want to talk about, then maybe we can start filtering in. So I'm going to switch over, not to that one, but to this guy, and let's just start digging in. Let's just, until I get some topics from you guys. I mean, there's more than a handful of us in here now. If I get some topics from you guys, bring it on. Bring it on. I want to chit chat. I want to have some fun. Inside jokes. Yes. Inside jokes are the best because they're only funny to those on the inside. Okay, so let's get to it. So let's go see what's trending. So what I normally do on my Friday shows is I go through these tabs here across the top, and I talk about, sometimes I don't care. I'm going to talk about COVID-19 if I want to. I'm not scared anymore, whatever. But I'm going to go through the trending items, news items, sports, and entertainment. Now, entertainment used to be kind of one of those taboo ones because whenever there's a Marvel series on, my kids and I, we watch the Marvel series when they get home. Well, there's no Marvel series playing right now. Falcon and Winter Soldier's over, which was very cool. I do give it a thumbs up. Some of the action scenes, like the action scene in the first episode, by the way, was chef's kiss. Is one of the best action scenes ever filmed for TV. So it was almost like it was a movie. That's how good the action scene was. Okay, let's move on. Anybody got anything? Anything for me? No? If not, then we'll just start going through what's trending. I'm going to click on the C word here. I'm going to go and check out and see what's going on in COVID news. Let's see. Mental torture. Doctors speak from India's hopeless COVID crisis. Oh, so this is a bad situation in India. Now, by some reports, it's been bad. And I've got I still need to. I've got some people I know in India that I want to reach out to, but it's been bad there. But it's just more recently being reported. So I'm hoping they get around it. I hope our government lends a helping hand, especially since we've done so well with the vaccination here. So my hearts are breaking for India right now. I work with a lot of Indians in my job, and I love their people and the culture. And I hope they get through this relatively unscathed. They need to get the vaccines out there, and our country needs to give them what they need. That's all there is to it. I'm a reasonable guy when it comes to that stuff. There are people that are hurting, so let's take care of it. Oxygen's long, strange medical history. Okay. The U.S. is restricting travel from India beginning May 4th. I was told this was racist. I was told that restricting travel from any country where people have brown skin is racist. Yeah. But we'll see. Let's move on. The pandemic kept nursing home residents and their families apart. See their reunions. Yeah. Okay. We've all lived the COVID stuff. We'll move on. So there's that Free Code Friday contest. I still don't know what that is. It trends every Friday. Boyfriend reveal. What? Do I want to open this? Now, last time I opened on something that was a little questionable. I saw something nasty. It was nasty. Nail remembers. So let's see what we got. Stop scrolling long enough to stop your last save photo and caption it boyfriend reveal. Okay. What the hell is this? This looks like somebody we know, Nail. Who does this look like? Actually, don't say it, but we'll keep it an inside joke. Looks like somebody we know. Boyfriend reveal. Okay, what's this one? Okay. That's that guy from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Boyfriend reveal. He's a little... yeah. Okay. Boyfriend reveal. Boyfriend... Oh, yeah. Okay, Chris Heaven. Yeah. Sure. That's not a boyfriend. Okay, this is a weird... Oh, boy. Ed Sheehan. Is that his name? Edward Sheehan? Sheehan? Ugh. Okay. Weird. This is a weird trend. Why is it trending number 2? That's very strange. What a strange thing. Twitter's really weird sometimes. What was it you said, Nailbender? It was like, oh, scroll. Woman's butthole, scroll. That's Twitter. So, yeah. I tend to agree with that from time to time. Okay, here we go. Amtrak. Let's see what's going on with this Amtrak stuff. President Biden, whose daily commute as a senator earned him the nickname Amtrak Joe. Yeah, here we go, Nail. Scroll. Oh, look, a random chick's butthole. Scroll. Only on Twitter, bro. That place is a dumpster fire. That's why I do this show, man. So Joe Biden is going to celebrate Amtrak's 50th birthday in Philadelphia and use the opportunity to promote his $1.8 trillion infrastructure plan, also known as stealing from our future. Um, you know, I'm not a big fan of trains. I mean, I think they have their place, where it works, especially over long distances. So like in Europe, where they've kind of their thing. They do high speed rail there, and they do it pretty well. In the United States, not so much. We kind of missed that boat when it comes to rail. So, and that not only that, it is it's basically 18th century technology. Why would we consider or still use 18th century technology? I just don't understand it. I don't understand. This is what this is not a big. This, I hate Amtrak. I hate trains. Okay, I don't hate trains. I just don't like trains for the United States. Somebody give me another topic. Come on, anybody. Anybody out there on Twitter? Anybody here watching me today actually using Twitter? If you are, and something came up, so like I got the idea from Sai because she sent me a couple of tweets, Twitter trends of some sort, and I was like, dude, that would be great if we could get people to send me some Twitter trend and we could talk about it, or some Twitter topics or something wacky on Twitter. Not some chick's butthole. I'm not interested in seeing some chick's butthole. I'm just not. So why is it we always devolve into buttholes or pee? I don't know what it is about this show, but we always devolve into buttholes or pee. I'm having a hard time with that. Why? Why does that happen? That's so strange. Because not like I'm into buttholes and pee. It's just that's where we end up going. So today is Arbor Day. Nails in Twitmo. You're in Twitmo. And Midwest Merchandiser says, honestly, I don't use it that much. I need someone to teach me how to use it. You download the app, you sign in, and you tweet. It's really that simple. But there's really nothing to it. It's just, they used to call it microblogging because, you only had only had 140 characters. Now you have 280, hence the name Beyond 280. So it's not that big a deal. I didn't get it when I first, joined several years ago. And I abandoned it, and then I came back on it again when I started getting more involved in politics. And then I got it. But my first go around with it was like, what the hell is this? This makes no sense. So, yeah, hashtag the hell out of everything for discovery. or it gets lost in the hashtag hell. All right, so Arbor Day. Arbor Day. What's going on with Arbor Day? That's not really a song. So, hey, guys, if Dr. Elo, if you're watching, and if you're in the guild, you guys need to go see the video that Danny did, or the audio that Danny did of a Dr. Elo remix. It is to die for. It's absolutely amazing. You just have to go check it out. It's Dr. Elo actually singing. Granted, he's using like an auto-tune weird effect on his voice, but he's actually singing, and the remix is excellent. All right, so Arbor Day. So Arbor Day is celebrated on the last Friday in April, when the weather conditions are ideal for planting trees. So I'm not sure what the onus of this came for, but this is a day where we celebrate trees. We're very strange in America about these sort of things, that we have a special day for just about everything. We have a pancake day. We have a cupcake day. We have a tree day called Arbor Day. We have a day about labor called Labor Day. We have a Memorial Day, Veterans Day, President's Day. Why? I want a give me $1 million day. How's that? Or actually, give Scott $1 million day. That's what I want. That's the kind of day I want. And that should be like maybe once a month for like the next 20 years. That's all. And then I could do this full time. Then I can come out and I can live stream. I can be annoying as all get out and get in your face and be screaming in the microphone about politics, about, you know, Joe Biden or Trump or whoever. And I could do it like 24/7 because I'd be sitting on a big pile of cash and who cares? I've got all the time in the world to yell and scream about this stuff. No, I did not see his stream from last night. He took that 45-second clip, remixed it, and turned it into a 3-minute song live and showed off his studio bit. The entire stream was incredible to see. Yeah, so that's a great example of what I was talking about with the Creators Guild. You really want to, you know, learn how to create. There are some amazingly talented people in the guild. Danny is one of them. He lives in Puerto Rico. He's a musician, and he's got this killer studio that he streams from. And last night, you know, according to Nail, I haven't seen it yet. He got on, started streaming, and he took that Dr. Elo clip I was talking about. Took and it seemed like he did it really fast. It was like, I don't know, a couple hours he did the original remix, but he took a little clip from Elo's live stream where Elo was singing and turned it into like a little, 45-second jingle, if you will, and it was freaking awesome. So now Nail's telling me that he actually live took that and created an entire 3-minute song. That's the sort of content you're going to get at the Creators Guild. It is awesome, and the kind of content creators that are out there. Another case in point, Grimskull, who is an ambassador as well on the Creators Guild, he created this thing. He created that. That's freaking awesome. We have Sai, who creates like a ton of these graphics. That logo down there, and then the ambassador thing right here. She created all that. All this talent in one place. It's awesome. I can't say enough about the Creators Guild. If you're thinking, even if you're just thinking about creating, and you're not going to jump in anytime soon, come join us. Come hang out. It is an awesome community. All right, let's get back to it. Oh, that's the wrong button. Yeah, that's I don't have a guest. Although I could bring somebody on. If anybody wanted to come on, I'd totally bring somebody on right now. We've only got 24 minutes, so roughly 24 minutes. So let's move on. So Arbor Day. Let's see what this one is. What's this little? Take care of the earth. The planting of a tree shows faith in the future. So that's, Charles Schultz was a little bit of a greenie weenie apparently. So, I mean, nothing wrong with that. I love Charles Schultz. And we'll pregame. Okay, hold on a sec, Nail. I will totally do that. I will just impromptu bring you on. Give me a second here to get it set up. Here, let me play a little music while I'm doing this. All right. Whoops. Turn it off. Almost sent the link to David. He would have been like, what the hell? So we're gonna bring Nail in. We're gonna talk some shit. How's that sound? This isn't a little to the right today. Maybe we'll talk specifically about what's going on Twitter. Let's see what he has to say. Come on, Nail, let's do this. We probably have to get a little set up, so I'm going to continue what I was doing. got Arbor Day. We have Guy Gardner. After it was announced that Finn Wittrock had been tapped to play the DC Comics character Guy Gardner. Here comes Nail. There's the man. Let me assign you over here. Let me add you. And let's actually just bring you full on. There he is. He's all like close up and shit.
Well, yeah, you caught me on my phone again because I'm prepping for the stream later.
Oh,
so I'm getting everything set up for that. So we got some like IRL stuff going on right now.
Yeah, no, nice. Here, let me shrink you down a little bit, and there we go.
And I got my wired headset in this time, so my audio should be better and shit.
No, you sound good. You actually sound good. So, hey everybody, this is Nailbender, also known as, well, you should know by now, his name is Mike. I don't think I ever got a last name, but that's okay. We'll keep him that much more anonymous because the Twitter police will send actual people to go and get Nailbender. So we got.
Oh, dude, they'll dox the shit out of me real quick.
All right, you're getting set up. I'm gonna reset your camera a little bit here.
Mute me real quick. Stepping outside because it's a little windy and shit, so
yeah,
I'll probably be muting and unmuting myself so that nobody has to listen.
So hey, I'm gonna ask you real quick while I've got you here. What's the latest? What was the latest thing that got you the axe on Twitter?
Well, which time? Because there's a couple of them. I'm banned from a couple accounts right now. The last one was from my personal account, real name, because it's attached to a construction company and everything like that. I called my governor in front of everybody a murderous cunt. So,
well, if the shoe fits,
dude. So during lockdowns and everything like that, she did this thing where she sent COVID patients to our nursing homes and things like that, and then misreported numbers and all kinds of stuff, and it's hit national news and everything like that. And I go out of my way to call her out on that every chance I get. Sure. Because she tweets something on Twitter and then I just call her out on her bullshit, and then Twitter's algorithm kicks in and they're like, oh, bye. Okay.
Well, so that seems to be like your offense du jour. That's what you do to get in trouble.
Well, I mean, yeah, if you consider telling the truth offensive, I guess.
Well, some people think it is. Some people think the truth is offensive. That's what the world we live in today.
All right, I'm hearing the wind myself. I'm gonna head in somewhere.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
Do what you need to do. I'm gonna bring your audio in, to my desktop sharing so we can comment together on things. I'll have a little fun with this. Okay, let me turn your audio on. Give me a second here. All right, say something.
Yo,
I'm gonna turn off our music here. Okay, so are you able to see my screen at the same time, or do you need to go see?
Oh yeah. No, I got you. We're good.
So we were just going through the trending stuff. You have any thoughts on Arbor Day? It seems like a boring trend.
Well, I mean, yeah, everybody should be out planting trees, man. Not even gonna lie, especially in the industry that I work in. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah,
I understand
you need more stuff.
How important those resources are. Those need to be replenished quickly.
Yeah. So do you think we could go a little crazy with the days for everything? Obviously Arbor Day, Labor Day, stuff like that.
Well, those things are like, Labor Day and things like that, but the National Hot Dog Day and like Donut Day and all the other bullshit, yeah, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, getting a little too much. Oh, hey, here's a good one. This one will be fun. So,
although,
Danzig,
fun fact, I learned that there's a National Hypnosis Day because on one of Joseph's last shows, he was looking for like a segment title kind of thing, so I just started, and apparently there's like a National Hypnosis Day thing like in January.
Nice.
That's a new one on me.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. So we'll have to ask Joseph about that. So I don't know what kind of music you're into, Mike, but Misfits founding member Glenn Danzig faces backlash for comments he made about cancel culture. So he's facing backlash.
First of all, have you ever been to a Misfits concert and seen Glenn Danzig like in person?
I've never seen him in person. No.
That dude is a beast,
Yeah.
man. Like as good a shape as I am in, he is fucking jacked. He is a beast, and I would not want to meet him in a dark alley and tell him that his opinion on cancel culture sucks. I'm telling you.
Right. So I love what Zach here says. He says, advice to kids today fighting their own fight. When you get to be middle aged and the battles you fought are over, don't give in to the temptation to become what you fought against. Don't belittle other people's fights. Be Henry Rollins, not Glenn Danzig. So Henry Rollins is probably on the side of cancel culture. So, because he's very much a progressive, which is funny because he didn't always seem to be that way when he was younger.
Well, no, but as you get older, it's all about give me stuff, preferably as much as possible.
Yeah, I guess. So so what are the exact things that Danzig said? Says the media and the punk explosion couldn't happen today due to cancel culture and woke bullshit. He's absolutely right. What's wrong with that statement? Anybody have a problem with that statement? Really?
I
Why?
mean, from mine and your perspective, he's spot on. From everybody else's, it's Twitter, man. So the perspective is, you're wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, so think about this. Some of the stuff that the Sex Pistols did back in the day, the type of songs they were singing. Basically telling the
God
go fuck
save
the
the queen, man.
queen
They
and
can't. God save the queen. Till this day, that song cannot be played anywhere on land in the British Isles,
right,
anywhere. Period. End of story.
right. But imagine trying to do that today, right? And there's you would that Sex Pistols would have never made it. They would have never become what they became in today's
Well,
culture.
especially with Sid Vicious and Nancy's aversion to fucking drugs, dude. Like, we got way better shit available now. Like, there's no way in hell.
Let's see. I was hacked. What? Oh, yeah. There's some nasty stuff going on here. Okay, we're gonna change that. Glenn Danzig wrote a song about taking a girl on a date without her parents' permission when he was 33 years old. It's
Um,
a
um,
song.
um, the hell is it? No, sorry, that was another one. I'm thinking of the song Mother, but that's not Danzig and the Misfits. That's,
Uh,
what the hell? You know what song I'm talking about. It's a good song, and it gets played every once in a while on the good rock radio stations.
um, as a Gen Xer who listened to punk back in the day, I have to say that Danzig Story is a nothing burger. It was always super obvious that some punk bands were left leaning and wore politics on the sleeves, while others were just edge
Oh,
lords.
yeah.
The latter becoming Trumpian is not surprising.
Well, and Danzig's always been outspoken against what the norm is, anyways. So,
Right. Well, that's what punk
it,
rock is. That's what
so
punk
well,
rock
not even
is.
just that. If the whole world's going left, man, he's gonna go right.
Yeah.
Period. End of story.
Right.
Like,
If the whole
he's
world went
gonna
right,
be
he would probably go left. So
exactly.
he's a
He's going to be
contrarian.
contrarian
Yeah.
for just to be contrarian. Like, that's always been who he is, and he's never hidden that from anybody. So I don't understand what the outrage here is. Like, why they're all surprised.
I don't know. Yeah.
Because Danzig was, in an era of music that I grew up in. Man, I listened to all kinds of music. Don't let the head fool you. My first concert as a kid was Blue Oyster Cult and Black Sabbath for the Black and Blue tour, man. Like,
Nice.
I got, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I grew up listening to all kinds of different music, but Danzig's never hidden who he was, and some of his songs were written and published and put out just to piss people off.
Yep. Yep. Now, well,
And
that's what punk was, right? That's what that whole movement was to be contrarian, to be different, to stand out, to say,
Right.
fuck the establishment, and and he still lives it to this day, and people, I guess, they don't like that. Okay, he's no Johnny. He's not like Johnny Rotten, who is like doing milk commercials now, right?
Yeah, I
So,
know, right, dude? That's just crazy to me.
so, right, so. This I like where this
Like,
conversation went. I'm glad you came on,
straight
Dale.
up, Sid Vicious would be like rolling in his grave if he could see you now, bro. Like, what the hell's the matter with you?
Right, exactly. So yeah,
You
he'd
went
be like,
from
"Hey,
God
thanks,
save
Danzig."
the Queen to have you drank your milk today? Like, what the fuck?
Right. Oh my lord, we are all in trouble. We're all in trouble when we lose Johnny Rotten. All right, so let's go back and check out the
No, no, the world is fucked when we lose like Betty White and
oh,
people like
yeah,
that because that that's when
exactly.
you know things are bad when that sweet old lady doesn't make it through. The world is officially a shit place.
Yeah. Yeah. Sweet old lady. Man, she's got a mouth on her though. She's awesome. All right.
Yeah, but she's amazing. She's at an age where she genuinely doesn't have to care what she says, like
Yep.
anymore. Period. End of story.
How would you like to be
The
in
hell
that
with you
situation?
people. I've lived through shit you can't even imagine. Get away from me.
Yeah.
She has the right and has more than earned the right to say whatever the hell she wants, whether people like it or not, 100 times over.
Yeah, exactly. So, what do you think about this Matt Gates situation? You've been paying attention to this?
Not particularly, no.
So, so
Kicked off
this
Twitter, man.
yeah, right. That's right. I forgot. But so this is the congressman from Florida. Apparently, he paid for sex with multiple women and potentially it looks like a minor as well. And so people are
Oh,
flipping out, and he's not putting out the fires well. He's looking really bad. So for some reason
well,
he's tweeting or he's trending right now.
it's Florida, man. You can't really put
Yeah,
out those fires. Somebody
Florida
comes up
man.
every day to throw more fuel on them, depending on, Florida man does this. Matt Gates does this. Do you believe this over here in Florida? Like, it's always something. It's
Yeah, it is.
always something. So I guess you kind of have to pick your battles with that one. But when it comes to like the politicians and the sex scandals and things like that, first of all, why is everybody surprised that they're actually normal people? You put on this hero and idol worship on these asshole politicians that really probably wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. And you just assume that, oh, these are great people, and then shit like this happens, and we're gonna take them out to the town square, and we're just gonna, build the gallows. Like, really?
Yeah, so that's one of my biggest pet peeves. By the way, sorry, audience, we are going a little to the right now. But one of my biggest pet peeves, and this is spectrum across the spectrum, right? Is the deification of any human being, let alone it's worse when it's a politician, but any
Oh,
human
it's way
being.
worse.
And
Way worse when
so
it's a
when Trump
politician.
Right, and when Trump came to power, well, when he got the nomination, I lost a lot of friends over it because they became acolytes. They
Oh yeah.
became followers of the Trump religion, and I was like, it was blowing my mind. These are smart people. These aren't ignorant people. These are smart, intelligent, grounded people that all of a sudden lost their freaking minds and bought into the religion of Trump, just like the left buys into the religion of government, right? And it's mind blowing to me.
It's way mind blowing to me that as somebody who prefers to idolize people like, I don't know, like you, like David, like any of our guild members, things like that. People that inspire me, that I admire because of who they are and the things that they do and whatnot. The last thing I would do is put all of my faith in any of our politicians, especially.
Yeah,
Like at, at all, because you cannot be a politician and be a decent human being. It's one or the other. The two do not coincide. Like there's no overlap there. If you're actively chasing that kind of power, going, I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, And then you just become a part of the establishment. You completely sell your soul, and for what? Even if you have the road to hell is paved with good intentions, man.
Yeah,
You cannot be a politician and be a decent person, especially in these days.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. So I tend to partially agree with you. I think so many people get into politics with like you
Wanting to
said,
change things.
with the best intentions, wanting to change things, wanting to drain the swamp. And I've got a great example of that. I've got a great example of that. Dan Crenshaw. Dan Crenshaw is a badass, right? There's no doubt about it. He's a freaking badass. However many tours he did in Afghanistan, lost an eye as a result of this. I mean, he's still going through all the pain and suffering that he went through in Afghanistan. And I was 1,000% behind his campaign. He's my congressman, and I went and saw him at an event here and got to meet him, and he was really cool. Small dude, by the way. But he said some things recently where I'm like, holy crap, you would have never said this stuff a year ago, right? Stuff like the red
Well,
flag laws. He wants to look into red flag laws. I'm like, what? That's not a conservative stance. And so it just proves to me that even people who you think are incorruptible, once they get there, they're corruptible.
oh,
So
dude, politics, if you have a soul, politics will devour it, man. It's
yeah.
just done. It will devour your soul. It will poison you in some of the worst ways.
So let's switch up again. So I was looking at this one. So Disneyland in California. Now I've never been to
Oh boy.
Disneyland. I've been to Disney World, but I've never been to Disneyland. I'm a big Disney guy. I love Disney. I don't care what anybody says. You can hate me all you want. I have Lilo and Stitch stuff in my closet. I've got I watch. I'm a Disney Plus subscriber. I watch all the Disney stuff, all the Marvel stuff. I love me some Disney. I love going to Disney. I like taking my kids there. It's a blast. This though, this doesn't look like fun. This doesn't look like fun. They're walking around with masks on outside
Oh yeah.
on the
Well,
grand reopening of Disneyland. I'd rather not.
the the bad part about that is I think Disney, in that as much as they are basically their own country inside the US, like if you go to either of the Disney parks, they can do whatever the hell they want within those states, within reason. You know what I mean? They can
Yeah,
enforce whatever rules and laws and whatever they want, basically. But it's not too much of a surprise, especially considering of the huge multinational crowd that they draw every year. And people come from all over the world to go to these parks. You know
yeah,
what I mean? So it's not too much of a surprise that they would sit there and be like, if you're going to be here, you're going to have the mask and everything like that. Whether I agree with it or not doesn't really matter, but it's not too surprising coming from Disney and the stance that they've expressed on things over the last few years.
yeah. They've gotten a little woke, that's for sure, and I'm sad to see it. But for
Oh, I
me,
know.
oh, go ahead.
The just their entire stance. It's just it reinforces my opinion of the fact that corporations like that really shouldn't have much of a say in these matters. Like you don't get to express these opinions. I'm sorry.
Right.
You're a corporate entity. What your thoughts on the matter really shouldn't matter at all when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah, this just it saddens me that to see this though because it's supposed to be the happiest place. Oh, look at this girl's crying. But it's supposed to be the happiest place on earth, and I can't be happy with a face covering. I can't see people's smiles. I can't,
I
it
wonder if they
kind of creep.
do, if they've got the whole show your vaccination card if you want in here and blah blah blah. I'm sure they
Yeah, well
got some kind of gate
that's
check
actually
for that too.
yeah. I'd like to. Yeah, that's a good point. And if I do have my vaccination card, why the hell do I need to wear a mask? All right, so I'm gonna
Because
drop
the
the
fact,
COVID
never
squad.
mind.
Huh?
Never mind. I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut on that one and piss off all your viewers at once.
Yeah, it's all
That's
good.
that's for Alex's show. I'll
Yeah,
save that for Alex's show.
yeah, exactly. By the way, for those of y'all who don't know who Alex is, he is, and I just froze up. That's cool. Alex McDonald has a show called the Politek, Politek, show that he does a few days a week. And if you don't, go search it on YouTube and Facebook. It's awesome. It's a great show. And he basically does talking show with his partner Danny, where they just kind of talk about politics, and he's got a great perspective on things. 1619 Project is trending. I don't want to get into that because I'm going to get angry.
Oh yeah, that'll piss me off too.
Yeah. Disneyland open. Soldier Boy. Who cared? Matt Gates. Xenophobic is trending.
Dude, how is Soldier Boy still relevant? It's been like 20 years. How the hell is he resurfacing? Like, I'm just curious on that one. Like,
they released a music video.
Oh, so he's not relevant. Got it.
So Xenophobic is trending. Let's find out why. As Biden bans
because
flights
that is like one of the hottest buzzwords to use right now. If you don't do this, you're racist and xenophobic. If you don't do this, you're racist and xenophobic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's Joe Biden's. This is a screenshot of Joe Biden's tweet where he said a wall will not stop the coronavirus. This was in March of 2020. Banning all travel from Europe or any part of the world will not stop it. This disease could impact every nation. Blah 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 blah. Well, he just put in a ban that starts on the 4th, and Lauren Boebert, probably Boebert.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, also I thought travel bans were xenophobic. This was why this is trending. Remember when Biden suggested it was xenophobic for Trump to shut down travel from China?
Oh yeah, he just hammered India with a travel ban.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Which
Joe
is really kind of stupid because they're actually
monster.
Well, they're pretty important to us too. Like
no, there's no doubt. Yeah, and
they're pretty important to our economy. Not only are we going to ban them, we're going to leave them to, deal with China at their borders being assholes on their own. Really?
Yeah.
I have a problem with that.
Same.
Like, I'm not sitting here saying we need to go to war or anything, but because of political opinions, I really think we need to show up with our missiles and our bombs and our troops and everything and go, why don't you get your ass back on your own side of the border? Thank you.
Yeah. So I just love the way this. So occasionally, a conservative hashtag or trend will occur on Twitter, and this is one of them. I thought it was going to be the other way around, but the xenophobic trend is because Biden is doing a travel ban on India. So
I'm really surprised she wasn't suspended for that because of expressing that differing view.
Exactly.
Like that's pretty impressive that got through and made it to the trending list, because they tend to shut shit like that down real quick.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, well, what did you say about our Lord and Savior Joe Biden? No.
Exactly. That's punishable by beheading. So, at least in some cultures. All right. So,
prefer to take him for helicopter rides, but right on.
Yeah. So we only got a few more minutes until the big stream, right? So I'm gonna cut this one short. Nailbender, thanks for coming. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Anytime, Scott, man. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll finish getting set up and I'll be there.
We'll see you over there, and everybody else. Thank you for coming. Again, fun Friday. It was a lot of fun. It was great having Nailbender on. Xanthi just came on. Sorry, Xanthi. I streamed at the same time you did, but it's all good. But glad you came. Again, come. Shoot me some feedback. Shoot me some topics if you want to. For Fun Fridays. I come up with topics on Mondays and Wednesdays, but Fridays is kind of free for all. Let's hang out and chat and have a good time. Normally I'm at 4 o'clock, but today was 3 because of the big party over on the Guild. And again, if you want to come check out the Guild, do it now. If you're watching the replay, you're too late. No, I'm just kidding. Still come and check us out. But we're doing a party over on the Creators Guild here in a few minutes, and I'm going to hop over there and I'm going to have some fun with it. So peace out. Have a great weekend, and we will see you on Monday.